Alright everyone, welcome back to the Nacho Chipman channel, where today we're going to go over the new unit reveal for Dokkan this month. We did get this hint a couple days ago. By the time I saw it, it was hours afterward, and I'm pretty sure people had already had their fair share of guesses. My guess was actually Shadow Dragons, because there's 7 units with the red eyes, but we literally just had Shadow Dragon content in the, what was it, the Global Dokkan campaign celebration, so I figured that was a pretty low chance. Other people said Metal Cooler and like the Baby Possessed units, and it was in fact Baby. So we have Newborn Tuffle's Superpower, Super Baby 2 Giant Ape arrives. So it seems he starts out as Super Baby 1, so he will be farmable. Corroded Body and Mind, Battle of Fate, 3 key, 200, 170 with Terrifying Conquerors, Final Trump Card, and GT bosses. So no new category. Battle of Fate and Corroded Body and Mind is interesting. Let's see. Thirst for Conquest, Metamorphosis, Big Bad Bosses, GT, Hatred of Saints, Nightmare, Fierce Battle. Key 2, attack 250%, great chance of evading enemies' attacks. 70% dodge and guard. Okay. And then he buffs the attack of friendly units on Corroded Body and Mind, 250 when attacking with 12 key or more, 250% and chance to evade up 10%, so he's 80% dodge after he attacks for the first time. Starting from 5th turn from the character's turn, or when there are 3 or more. So if you've Corroded Body and Mind or GT bosses, he transforms on turn 3, otherwise he transforms on turn 5 from his entry turn. Okay. So you get 1 turn in this phase. I'm going to make a guess he doesn't stack. Corroded Body and Mind, Battle of Fate, Terrifying Conquerors, Final Trump Card, GT bosses, Transformation Boost, Artificial Life Forms, Target Goku, Revenge, and Human Deed, Space Traveling Warriors. Giant Form, Giant Ape Power. I don't think he's missing any categories. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn, immense damage to enemy, and he goes to Super Baby 2 with Giant Ape. Okay. Obviously, this is going to remain the same. Key 3, 250%, still has the 70% chance to dodge, still has guard. This goes up 10%, and now he makes STR Key Spheres. He has the same exact thing, except for the first turn he gets an extra 20% dodge instead of 10% when he attacks with 12 key. When all allies are extreme class, oh my god, okay, cool. So he gets Scouter and launches an additional super if you have all extreme class characters on there. I mean, I don't understand why you'd give him something like Battle of Fate and then be like, alright, let's lock him behind extreme class. 30% crit and damage reduction when all allies are Corroded Body and Mind. So that's what you're going to want to run. You're going to want to run Corroded Body and Mind. When he gets 3 or more Key Spheres, or if there's a superclass enemy when the character obtains Key Spheres, he gets a 30% chance to crit and 120% attack. 5 or more Key Spheres obtained, or if there's an Earthbred Fighter category enemy when the character obtains a Key Sphere. So if you have a superclass Earthbred Fighter, he'll get both of these just right off the bat. But you could also get it by getting 5 Key Spheres, which isn't too bad. And that's the end of his passive. He activated when starting from the next attacking turn. So you could ideally get Super Baby 1 in the first turn. 3rd turn, have him transform. 5th turn, you could have the Giant Ape up. None of his links changed, because they'd be like the glowing. Can be. Oh, I already read that. Alright, and all that remains the same. Turns into Giant Ape for 2 turns. And now he stacks. Okay, so he starts stacking there. And then in Giant Ape, that remains the same. 300%. Gets 1 additional key per Key Sphere. And does a crit. Be activated upon entering the turn. So the Giant Ape has an active skill too. raises attack by 1700%. Jesus. That's because he's got, like, only attack. Massively raises attack. Okay. So the Giant Ape is just a big, like, let's do a whole bunch of damage in 2 turns. As well as having the active skill. And then this guy you could just use to stack up. Have, like, a really good chance to dodge. And then with guard and then this 30% damage reduction. And the stacked defense, he could probably be pretty formidable in, like, festival battles after he's stacked enough. Especially considering he has this guaranteed additional super attack. Is he... what typing is he? Of course he's STR. So I want you to use, I think it's an AGL attack and an int for the new mission for festival battles. And of course the brand new Extreme Dokkanfest is STR. Alright, so Trunks Possessed is the banner unit. Cunning Parasite ability. Trunks Possessed GT. Crowbunny and Mine, category allies, 1 key attack and defense 30%. He gets 50% to both stats and 5% damage reduction per corroded body and mind and terrifying conquerors on the team. So at most this could be 350 and 35. When there's an ally whose name is Baby attacking in the same turn, or when all corroded body and mind guards all attacks, 100% attack when attacking. As the first attacker, he gets 15% damage reduction, more stats, and debuffs the enemy after receiving an attack. 250% to stats and launches an additional super. So at best, he's going to have 50% damage reduction. I don't know about all that. I mean, he's going to have what? If you have a full corroded body and mind or terrifying conquerors team, he'd have 350% there. I believe he'd get his own support, which would be 30%. So 380 plus 400. So you'd have 780% defense with 50% damage reduction. And he raises defense. He's only on 5 teams. He's considered Earthbred Fighter, that's funny. And Mission Execution, okay. Tao's coming back, boys. Then... oh, and he seals super. Okay. This looks like a full dodge unit, if I'm gonna be completely honest. No... oh, wait, no. He does get guard with this. So guard with 50% damage reduction is a little different. So he could probably live some of the lower level super attacks, but he's not standing up to, like, the, next generation Saiyan's, like, 17 million, super attack, though. Okay, looks pretty good. Alright, give me one moment, because I do just want to go check something. Alright, so I just figured I'd pull up if you guys want to save Elder Ties. There is a farmable Super Baby 1, which is right here. He starts out as like a super class Vegeta. Can I get to the event from here? Doesn't look like it. This is like the second GT event. Hold on, let's see if I could get it from here. I could probably get it from the medals. Okay. Yeah, right here. So, and I believe this is a DB story. This isn't a, you can actually get the medals from, like, 3 different things. Okay, yeah. So, get, GT Vegeta. And then the other one is, there is this, Trunks Possessed GT. So I believe it's these 2 right here. So it's this Vegeta GT here, and then this should have the Trunks. Yep. So here's the Trunks. You would have to feed in SRs, awaken them to SSR, and then feed him in because his Dokkan Awakening goes to Super Saiyan. But if you wanted to save Elder Ties, you could farm up like 18 to 24 of him, awaken them all, feed them in. Eventually, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna get the super attack up to 10. And then the Super Baby 1, you would only have to farm, I believe, 9 because he's a UR, and then that's a guaranteed super attack raise. Alright, But other than that, these guys look pretty good. I will be summoning. I don't know if I'll summon. This might not be one I'll get to record because I am going to be on vacation starting tomorrow. But if I do get to record it by the time I get back, I will record it then. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up down below. If you guys want to leave a comment down below, like, oh, dang, I really wanted Metal Cooler Army or Shadow Dragons or something completely different, go ahead and throw that down there as well. And then if you guys like the content and want to see more, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as hitting the notification bell to be notified when I upload. But other than that, I shall see you all next time. Ciao!